Imagine walking through the darkest desert on Earth. No trees, no animals, no sound. Just sand, rock, and silence. Then suddenly, in the distance, you see a light. Not a torch, not a lamp, not a star. A bird. A bird whose wings glow like melted gold in the dark. And here is the strangest part. People say if you follow this bird, it will lead you to hidden gold mines worth millions. But there is one terrifying warning. Many miners who followed this glowing bird never came back. Tonight, we explore one of the most mysterious legends ever told by the miners of South America. The legend of the Alicanto, the bird that can make you rich beyond imagination or lead you straight to your death. And by the end of this video, you will understand why some miners believe the Alicanto was never guiding treasure hunters. It was testing them.
To understand the Alicanto, we have to travel to one of the most extreme places on our planet, the Atacama Desert of Chile. This desert is known as the driest place on Earth. Some areas here have not seen rain for hundreds of years. No rivers, no forests, no life. Just endless mountains of rock and sand stretching as far as you can see. But hidden deep beneath these mountains lies something incredibly valuable: gold, silver, copper. For centuries, miners came to these mountains hoping to find hidden treasure. Poor men, desperate men, men with families to feed. And that is when the strange stories began. Stories about a mysterious glowing bird that only appears at night. A bird that walks slowly across the mountain rocks, leaving behind a trail of shimmering golden light. The miners gave this creature a name, the Alicanto. And they believed this bird knew exactly where the gold was buried underground. Now, here is where the legend gets truly strange. The Alicanto does not eat seeds, it does not eat insects, it does not hunt animals. Instead, this bird feeds on something that should be impossible: gold and silver. Yes, according to the legend, the Alicanto pecks directly at the rocks, swallowing tiny pieces of precious metal hidden inside the stone. And because of this strange diet, something unbelievable happens. Its feathers begin to glow. If the bird has eaten gold, its wings shine with a warm golden light. If it has eaten silver, its feathers glow with a cold blue shine. In the darkness of the Atacama night, the Alicanto becomes a walking lantern of metal and light. But this magical diet also creates a problem. The more metal the bird eats, the heavier it becomes. Eventually, the Alicanto becomes too heavy to fly. So instead of flying across the desert, it must walk slowly through the mountains. And this is exactly how miners follow it. They watch the glowing bird from a safe distance and silently walk behind it through the dark. Because where the Alicanto walks, there must be rich veins of gold hidden underground. But here is where the legend becomes much darker. Because the Alicanto knows when it is being followed. Miners believed following the Alicanto was like playing a silent game, a game with strict rules. Rule 1: never let the birds see you. If the Alicanto realizes someone is watching, it stops glowing immediately and disappears into the darkness. Rule 2: never show greed, because the bird is said to sense the intentions of the person following it. A humble miner, who only hopes to survive, might be rewarded. But a greedy miner, dreaming of unlimited wealth, might face something far worse. Picture this. A miner walks alone in the desert at night. The only light he can see is the golden glow of the Alicanto moving ahead of him. Step after step, he follows the bird through narrow mountain paths. The light grows brighter. The miner believes he is close to the greatest discovery of his life. A mountain full of gold, a fortune that will change everything. But suddenly, the glowing bird stops. The miner takes one more step forward, and he realizes something horrifying. There is no ground in front of him. only darkness, a 1,000-foot ravine, and the Alicanto standing safely on the edge, watching silently. According to the legend, many greedy miners walked too far and vanished into the black desert canyon forever.
But maybe the most dangerous thing about the Alicanto is not the bird itself. Maybe it is something inside the human mind. Miners had a name for it. They called it gold fever. It is what happens when someone becomes completely obsessed with finding treasure. They stop thinking clearly, they ignore danger, they ignore exhaustion. All they can see is the dream of unlimited wealth. And the glowing Alicanto became the perfect symbol of that obsession. A beautiful light in the darkness, pulling people deeper into danger. Today, modern mining companies use satellites and advanced scanners to search for gold. And yet, even with all this technology, finding hidden mineral deposits is still incredibly difficult. Sometimes miners still discover massive gold deposits in completely unexpected places, places that seem almost impossible to predict. And this has kept the Alicanto legend alive. Some locals in Chile still say that on very dark nights, you can see a strange glowing movement in the mountains, a light walking slowly across the rocks, not flying, walking, just like the old stories describe. So what is the Alicanto really? A magical creature guarding the treasures of the earth? A warning story told to control greedy miners? Or simply a myth born from centuries of hope and desperation? No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain. If you ever find yourself in the silent mountains of the Atacama Desert, and you see a golden light moving slowly across the rocks at night, you will face a choice. Follow the light and risk everything for unimaginable wealth, or turn away before the glowing guide leads you somewhere no one ever returns from. Because in the darkest desert on Earth, not every shining treasure is meant to be found, and the Alicanto may still be walking there tonight.
Thank you for watching.